Hello you guys, this is Coatis and Lattes and I forgot to turn the volume off. Oops, let me put my watch on. Since I'm actually feeling better, I know why. Because I took Advil and I know I have to fucking finally figure out what's actually been going on. Jesus Lord. So, I'm doing better, thankfully. Well, Advil doesn't really cure anxiety, so unless my anxiety is like, yeah, then yes. That will still be an issue, even though the Advil, I took it for other reasons. In this case, my whole fucking body. But it's doing better now, so thankfully. I'm gonna turn the music off for this. Come on. Okay. I realized I never did Victor's date. I know I didn't do it in the beginning because I didn't have enough for it at the time. So I'm actually going to do his Christmas date. So I have 322. Bitch, I have a lot. I thought I won't be able to celebrate Christmas with Victor. Luckily, I got back to Loveland City before Christmas ended. Dude, I think it's raining because I hear water. Oh yeah, bro. I hear water dripping. Can you hear it? I'm gonna keep the window open just because I love that noise. Feels great to feel normal. Or a little sick, but something I can completely handle though. After several hours of flying, I finally got back to Loveland City before the end of Christmas. At the exit of the airport terminal, people who came to meet, I'm gonna have a hard time reading because that has been my issue, is Majestic's area. And laughing and talking, or basically anything that has to do with that area, and breathing too. And that's the reason why I took it, because I couldn't deal with it anymore. So bear with me, because even just talking right now, I am dying because of this fucking issue. We're laughing or hugging each other, making me look a little lonely. I looked around and didn't find the familiar figure. So if I speak slow, it's because it helps. Right, after all, I haven't told him. I put away the sense of loss in my heart and walked eagerly out of the airport through the smiling crowd. Also, if I'm reading slow too. A few weeks ago, I don't think we've ever seen these backgrounds before, our company suddenly got a very important cooperation. I'm still sad that they never made special Christmas music. You would have thought CN server would have, but they never did. Tim wrote the project. I took Willow and the others, but they did for Halloween. And obviously Christmas is more bigger deal than Halloween. The cooperation company was located. My plan to celebrate Christmas with Victor was put on ice again. Put on ice again? What the fuck? I guess she meant on hold, but they probably meant on ice too. During the meeting break, I hid by the window and called Victor. The gray sky outside seemed to herald a heavy Yuki. It's expected to snow recently, so it may be a rare white Christmas this year.
Are you looking forward to Christmas?
I like the way how he asked it, like he's about to murder the fuck out of us. The voice of Victor was clearly heard with the rustle of documents as if he were talking in my ear. I look forward to all the holidays, but Christmas is a little different. The way you asked me, I don't know, bro.
Oh? How different?
Because it makes me feel bright, warm, and romantic. I thought of last Christmas when I spent time with Victor on the streets in London. Then I gradually, you mean that card? The karma card of his winter? Wasn't it in London? No? Because that booth that they showed, I think it's, I don't know. Then I gradually got an idea.
If I'm not mistaken, you're coming back on Friday, aren't you?
Yesterday was Friday, actually. Victor stopped me, and I sighed for this. Yes, I can't rest even on Christmas. There is no human, I thought. Just at this moment, I heard Willow calling me for the meeting.
It doesn't matter. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll go to the meeting first and call you later. I felt very depressed when I hung up, but Willow brought me good news. Oh, that's Willow. Oops. I thought it was the guy. Our new cooperation plan has been nearly completed. Really? Honto? Great. Oh, After a few days of hard work, it finally ended early on Christmas Day. I bought a ticket of the latest flight and hurried to the airport. Now we've seen this background before. Oh, I think this is based on a real background in Shanghai or somewhere I read, which is pretty neat. When I stepped out of the airport of Loveland City, the night had already fallen, and this Christmas night was half gone. The air was very cold. Oh, okay. I should have checked that earlier to see if it was recording. But my heart was very hot. I couldn't wait to see him. Aw. With a good mood all the way, I hurriedly put down my luggage and went to LFT. The scenery outside the window flew by, and the warm lights in the shop windows beside the street were shining warming this cold winter night. Victor should be surprised to see me. To keep it surprised, I told myself not to inform Victor of my arrival yet. But when I arrived at LFT, the full expectation was poured with cold water, 'cause it's Victor. Oh Lord, it's Goldman. The CEO has just left, and I am toast. Nani? I thought of the elevator, the hall, and the intersection, but couldn't figure out where we've just missed each other. After all, it's Christmas today. I guess he is going to a date, and I'm Goldman, and I have no one to go with. Goldman kept on talking, and I leaned over the window and looked down at the endless flow of traffic anxiously. Then I started running. Maybe I could catch up if I go after him right away. Wait, Angie, Merry Christmas. Oh, Merry Christmas. Go to your date too, but I don't have a date. I waved to Goldman without turning my head and sped up my pace. I told you, I knew it. First, I need someone to date with. I'm always with Victor all the time. Oh, Goldman Victorship? Whoops, I didn't say that. Goldman's voice disappeared behind me. I left AFG in a hurry like when I came, and at the same time took my phone to call Victor. They actually had beeping noises. The beep went on, and no one answered the phone. I hung up in frustration and took a breath, trying to calm myself down. Maybe he went to Souvenir. I love hearing that sound, the sound of rain. I appreciate these little things, bro. Thinking of this, I went to Souvenir. In addition to expectation, there was also a little uneasiness in my heart. I looked forward to seeing him the next second, but I was afraid that I would miss him again. After he returned, the familiar building appeared in front of me. The bright lights poured out through the window. I know it said light, but it came out as lights, which greatly relieved me. Is he there? Don't think so, because obviously, I don't know. I pushed the door open, and Mr. Mills stood behind it as always, greeting me. Miss Angie, you haven't been here for a long time. I've been away on business recently. As I answered, I peeped in, expecting to see Victor come out of the kitchen. Are you looking for Victor? Mr. Mills found out I was absent-minded, and then showed an apologetic look. I'm sorry, but the manager didn't come today. Isn't he here because his picture is not near Souvenir, right? Frustration filled my heart intensely, and even my tone sounded depressed. I then realized Souvenir was the same as usual, without any Christmas. You really think fucking Victor would decorate Christmas? Maybe the man would put a tree, and that's even a small tree, and that's saying too much just for that tree. It seemed its owner didn't care about the festival. I'll leave now, Mr. Mills. Oh, I think it said Merry Christmas. I walked out of Souvenir and turned back to wave goodbye. The smile on my face collapsed the moment I turned around. It seems that this Christmas I need to celebrate on my own. Aw, not bad to be alone. Lonely people are more likely to be... that applies to me a lot, sadly. Would any man want me, considering with my severe anxiety? The fuck should I know, honestly? What a horrible thing I gotta even think about. Santa Claus, murmuring meaningless words to comfort myself. I kicked a small stone off my feet. At this moment, I felt I was a complete idiot. She called herself an idiot. Uh-oh. Is Victor having a date with someone else? No. I checked again my phone. 0 messages. Well, fuck me. Merry Christmas to me. And then I put it into my pocket and walked aimlessly along the street. Unconsciously, I arrived at the most bustling square. The huge Christmas tree in the center of the square was shining with colorful lights. There were lovers constantly passing by me. The surprises and plans I had thought about lost the important protagonist. Huh? That made no sense. Oh, you mean Okay, Victor. All kinds of colors became dull to me. All of a sudden, a cake in the window caught my eyes, and I opened the door of the store. The sweet smell of wheat and cream got into my nose. I bent over and saw two snowmen on the cake, one big and one small. I couldn't help laughing. This snowman really looks like Victor. Oh, that's why his eyebrow. They actually made the snowman look like Victor, so that I had a feeling because I'm like, hey, he looks. Yeah. The little snowman's cold eyes seemed to stare at me through the glass, and I immediately decided to buy the cake. Thank you for shopping with us. Merry Christmas. I picked up the packed cake, and my mood gradually improved as if it turned sunny after raining. When I was walking out, I suddenly saw a figure standing outside. My right hand stopped at the doorknob. Oh, it's Victor. Through the glass door, I saw Why am I even screenshotting this when I have the original? I'm just used to. I saw Victor, who I hadn't seen for a long time. Wait, is this glass? Or is he staring at glass? Because, hold on. I haven't seen him in a long time, standing on the street with a briefcase in his arm. So that's a briefcase. He seemed to have just finished his work. So I've always wondered what that thing in his hand is on his right. What the fuck it is. But now that I'm seeing this image closely, it looks like he's looking at a window. Because I see words there now. And it looks... Hold on, but if I was looking at it outside, wouldn't the words not be like that, though? I'm not sure. It started to snow. Victor stood under the bright light of the Christmas tree. Oh, Christmas tree. The white snow falling like little fairies. I rubbed my eyes subconsciously and found that it wasn't an illusion. On the square echoed the lively tune of the Christmas carols. The snowflakes slowly fell on his hair and shoulders and stayed at his fingertips. What's he thinking about? I was wondering, and time seemed to be slowed down at this moment. It seemed that we were the only people left on this snowy Christmas night. Through the misted door, I watched him quietly, but he didn't know I was here. Fortunately, the surprise didn't come too late. Oh. The moment I opened the door, the cold wind mixed with snow fell on my face. I heard my heart beating violently, and my blood seemed to flow again. I walked to Victor step by step. Okay, this is better. And saw me. Oh my god, I love that reaction of his, like, obviously we can't say our names, but, oh my god, Lawrence, Victor. In the halo through the leaves, I saw the light in his eyes become soft, and a thrill like an electric shock sprang up my heart, soothing all... I wish it was just that easy to soothe my anxiety. Like, well, actually, the Advil did. No, actually, no, not really. But it helped because my body has gone through so much. Like, it can't really deal with pain a lot. So, yeah. Fuck. Oh, I thought it said, Victor, please. Victor, surprise. Victor, yay. I gave him a big smile. Gonna punch us. Bitch. Victor did a double take of my subtle appearance. Angela, what are you doing over there? His eyes confirmed my existence again and again, as if half the month's absence made us straight. God damn, half a month.
Why are you here?
Shut the fuck up, Victor. Lawrence. My work ended earlier, and I got the last... Oh, shit, that's me. My work ended earlier, and I got the last ticket of the latest flight. There were a lot of good reasons, but suddenly I couldn't continue. Most importantly, I want to be with you, so...
Dummy.
Bucka. Victor chuckled with a helpless expression. It wasn't until this moment that I finally felt I was really with him. He drew me closer and raised his hands to cover my cheeks that were reddened by the wind.
It's a pity you came back too late. There's no Christmas dinner anymore.
Well, we could kind of go to soup, but then again, he doesn't have the ingredient. I wanted to be earlier. I wanted to come earlier.
It's okay. Christmas isn't over yet.
I'm biting my nail. I nodded hard, relieved, but when I saw the briefcase in Victor's hand, I wondered if he would spend the rest of the time in his office. A hot sex night Christmas in his office? Why not? I didn't say that. You're not going to work during Christmas, are you?
It was the plan, but now it seems unnecessary.
Ooh.
Let's go.
Let's go. Ikuyo. Without much explanation, he did. Man, if anything, I'm so frustrated because it's like certain Japanese words I've forgotten, but then again, my anxiety has like fried my fucking brain, so I'm not surprised my memory is jumbled. Please. The street that seemed to be twinkling was without much explanation. He directly took me by the hand and walked along the street that seemed to be twinkling with stars. I forgot to ask him where we were going because my mind was completely disturbed. Disturbed by his warmth. That is such a weird word to use. By his temperature. By his warmth at the back of my hand. Why are you here? I didn't find you in LFG and Souvenir, but I found Goldman. He was looking for you. Oh, that Goldman. Oh, he's my substitute. You didn't hear that. Do you have a date with somebody? Victor took a look at me, and the familiar eyes made me unconsciously shrink my neck.
If a date with you counts.
Oh, this answer made me This answer made me toasted for a moment, and I felt a little unconvinced. Didn't we meet by chance on the street?
You could say that. Did you look for me for a long time?
Shut the fuck up. I dodged his eyes, trying not to recall the time before I saw him. Not very long, just an hour. So goddamn.
Call me first next time before you come back.
Shut up. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure she obviously did it for that kind of reason, or else somebody wouldn't put that kind of effort, dumbass. I wanted to surprise you, but thinking of my original plan, I looked up and asked Victor, "Do you feel surprised to see me?" Victor raised his eyebrows. When I thought he would complain, he nodded silently. Yes. Slightly? Oh, yes. He held my hand harder and stopped for a moment.
I came here because I sometimes wanted to feel the festive atmosphere.
You do? Yeah, exactly. Honto? I looked at Victor doubtfully, unable to imagine he would say that.
Although Christmas is just an ordinary holiday.
Huh?
Some dummy likes it very much.
Okay. Baka. And it's not an ordinary holiday, Vic. Lawrence. As he spoke, the gentle smile in his eyes seemed to melt the falling Yuki reflected in them. Was every city under the sky experiencing a bright and romantic Christmas just like us? I find it incredible now.
What's incredible?
Well, I don't know. What the fuck? I read that weird. I smiled and didn't reply. I could see my reflection in his eyes, and he was the only one in my eyes. Aww. Oh, this background is new. When we first met, I never thought one day Victor and I would walk on the street together in the snow. Merry Christmas. At the gate of a shopping mall not far away, Santa Claus was handing out gifts to passerbys. Behind him hung a curtain with the ice maze printed on it. Shall we go and have a look? I led Victor there, through the glass. I could see the maze arranged... Excuse me. Whoa, that made me feel good. And the high wall built by translucent ice blocks. If you meet in the maze, you'll get a Christmas movie-related gift. Interesting. Looking at the rules of the... I was about to say, I don't think he'd participate, but I'm pretty sure he'll only do it for you. I couldn't help but feel intrigued. Victor would not definitely not participate in such a childish activity.
Let's go inside.
I told you. He will for you. Just as I was racking my brain to think of a way to persuade Victor, he led me into the hall. I know you, Victor. I thought you were going to say childish. I'm pretty sure he thinks that.
I can be childish with you every once in a while.
I can be childish.
Oh, don't fall asleep in the maze this time.
Fuck you. That's a special case. Not the last time. I won't get lost this time. Oh, he won't get lost. Oh, this background. We came to the different entrances. Oh, this maze, or this image. With the high wall in the middle, the fog of dry ice in the passage seemed to take us into another world. Only true love will help you find each other. Good luck. At his signal, Victor and I stepped onto the maze. There are many branches and exits in the maze, but only one road could lead us to each other. Victor, if we walk along this wall, will we meet at a fork road? I raised my voice and said to Victor behind the wall. His voice came vaguely.
Do you really think the designer of this maze didn't consider that?
I'm sorry, my mind was somewhere else. What the fuck did he say? That makes sense. I have to read this part again. When we were chatting, the first fork appeared in front of me. Uh-oh. Which way should I go? Left? Although the previous idea was refuted. Hey, Victor, I still couldn't help but choose a path closer to him. One fork after another. The wall was still between us, and the sound of the staff's warning they were about to reach the end came from the earphone. What should I do? When I started to get worried, another fork appeared. I had been quick in deciding, but this moment I was a little hesitant. Interesting. But after a while, I still followed the original choice onto one of the roads. The deeper I went, the foggier the maze became. The road in front of me became hazy, so I just felt the wall with my hands and went on. One step, two steps. Suddenly, the cold wall next to my palm disappeared. Oh, Angie? A big hand held me tight. I turned around surprised and saw him. It's a very ordinary moment, but my heart was suddenly pounding. There were countless right exits in this maze. Some people missed each other, but the true lovers would meet again. Aww. Finally, we got a gift box from the Santa Claus. Yeah, I took the gift box and walked out of the mall with Victor. Compared with the happiness of getting a gift, it was more a surprise to meet him in the maze. Oh, that's cute. Christmas-related film. Yeah, not chips, but clips were played on the screen outside the mall, and suddenly a familiar scene replayed the previous one. Seems to me that love is everywhere. With the voiceover, people across time and distance met at the arrivals gate of Heathrow Airport in London, kissing and hugging each other. It's love, actually. On the second at the screen, Mark was holding the cardboard with words to express his love to the girl he adored. I took my eyes back to Victor, who was gazing at me. Sure enough, this time of the year is the peak of reviewing the movie. Many articles said, hope someone will watch this movie with you on Christmas. Are we two watching together now? There was a flash of surprise in his eyes as he nodded as I watched.
But if you keep watching, you will catch cold.
It doesn't matter. I'll wear a lot. Next time Before I finished the sentence, I sneezed suddenly. I rubbed my nose and tried to talk, but I couldn't help sneezing twice in a row.
Let's go back to souvenir.
Ah, so the last image is souvenir? I knew it, or I should have known it. This time, wait, I said something like we could have Christmas souvenir, but he doesn't have festivities in there, doesn't he? This time, without waiting for me to speak, Victor made the decision, frowning. Well, obviously they do, because the picture, well, you'll see it. He grabbed my hand, put it in the pocket of his coat along. With his warm hand, it took me away determinedly.
I really shouldn't be stupid with you.
What? The fuck does that mean? How can you say it's stupid? It's Victor. I complained in a low voice, but still following him obediently to souvenir. The biting winter wind kept blowing the snowflakes on my face, but I didn't feel cold at all. We walked for a long time on the short road until our hands were sweating. The small building of Souvenir was very quiet in the dim light. Mr. Mills had left, leaving only a small lamp on the porch. I stood in front of the door and jumped to shake the snow off my body. When I was about to push the door open, my collar was held by Victor.
Brush the snow off if you don't want to catch cold.
Okay. He looked serious, so I had to pat my clothes with my hands randomly. Is it okay now? Victor sighed and raised his hand to gently pat off the frozen snow on my head. Looking at his serious face, I secretly pulled a face and lowered my head to make it easier for him.
You can go in now.
Okay. Finally, Victor let me go. I couldn't wait to push the door open. The oncoming heat made me feel that I was bathing in the sun. So warm, like heaven. After Victor came in, I immediately closed the door to shut all the wind and snow outside.
Who wanted to walk outside just now?
No idea. I firmly shook my head, took off my half-wet coat, hung it on the coat rack, and then reached out to Victor. He was stunned for a moment, then put the coat in my hand and watched me hang it on the top. Victor, do you think there is something missing here? I hinted that, oh,
What do you want to say?
I'm sorry, I skipped that by mistake. Let's decorate souvenir. Ah, I rummaged out some string lights left in the storage room, and they were still well preserved.
I have to make it clear that you will also be responsible for the removal if you hang them.
Rip. No problem. I nodded, took out the folding ladder, and unfolded it. I then picked it up with both hands and carefully picked up along the streetlights and hung them on the wall. Where to hang? Here? Seems a little strange.
Get down.
Get down. Victor couldn't stand anymore. He took the string lights in his hands and drove me down the ladder. Aw. Although it was not the first time I decorated souvenir, this time I could come Victor. A little higher. Not this side, the other.
Where
please.
exactly?
Although Victor looked impatient, he still hung the string lights around my unreliable command. Okay, it's done. After finishing decorating the table, I clapped my hands. Victor also came down from the ladder and walked to me.
Let's turn off the light first.
Ooh, okay. San, ichi, no, ni, ichi, ha. Ooh, oh, that's so cute. Click. The bright light went out, replaced by the flashing orange starlight, which brought us back to Christmas atmosphere in a flash.
Are you happy now?
Yeah. Of course. In the light, the helplessness and tenderness in his eyes were so clear. Yes, very happy. Now it's time to open the gifts. But I left the gift prepared for you in LFG. I didn't read that right. I looked at Victor with embarrassment. It took a long time to find the gift.
The gift doesn't matter.
Aw. Victor didn't seem to care. He handed me the gift box from the
Open
vase.
it and see what's inside.
I unpacked the box, and there was a delicate glass box in it, each side painted with different snowflakes. Inside the box was a stack of palm-sized white cards, each with a classic line from movies written. Oh, that's cute. I suddenly got an idea.
What's your idea this time?
Secret, silly. I'm not telling you. With my back to Victor, I took a marker and started to write on the blank space of the paper of the cards, without too much thinking. After finishing, I chose a soft Christmas song to play in the shop to match the atmosphere. In the soothing music, the gentle female voice was singing softly, "It's for you, Merry Christmas." I put the written cards into Victor's hands and held the cards a little
What's this?
Don't laugh after reading.
I'll try.
I'll try. On the front of the top card, it said, "It's Christmas Eve. You have to tell the truth." Victor turned the card over. Although you were imposing, indifferent, and inhuman, he raised his eyebrows, and I quickly looked away from him. "But in my heart, you're different from anyone else, because you are the one I want to spend every Christmas, every holiday, every day, and every second with, and Valentine's Day. Thank you. Merry Christmas." I wasn't only nervous, but also looking forward to it. I peeped at Victor. There was no change in his expression, but I felt his breath soften. Maybe it was the warm yellow halo of the star lamp, or the gentle echo of the music, that made me have this illusion.
You really like that movie.
Yeah? It was a long time before Victor spoke. Relieved, I asked him eagerly, "Do you like this gift?"
So-so.
Although he said this, he put every card in order and put them in the box carefully. What about my gift?
The gift has been sent to you. You should have already received it.
Oh? I sighed, unable to believe I had missed my Christmas present. Can I know what it is at first? Is it a camel again? A Shiba Inu?
It's more meaningful if you open the gift yourself.
Victor didn't plan to tell me. With a slight smile on his face, he seemed to be in a good mood. Fortunately, I bought a cake which can be used as my Christmas present. I muttered, looking at the cake box on the table. If I hadn't bought it, maybe we would have missed each other.
Why did you buy that cake?
Because it's cute. Aw, I opened the package like showing my treasure, and two little snowmen made fondue on the cake appeared in front of us. Two snowmen, one wearing a hat and the other wearing a bow, were kissing on the snow made of cream. It seemed the two snowmen were too intimate, which I didn't notice before.
It is really cute.
Aw, when I looked at Victor's smiling eyes, my face started to burn. You also think so? Do you? I thought I was going to eat it alone. I took a spoon and thought for a long time, but I didn't have the heart to destroy the two snowmen, so I just dug a scoop carefully on the snow. The soft, fine texture of cream and the sweet and sour taste of strawberry jam filled my mouth, making me squint countlessly. It's delicious. Luigi. I scooped out half of the chico and put it into my mouth. But it wasn't the taste I imagined. The unexpected sour taste made me sour.
What's wrong? Doesn't it taste good?
Of course, silly, it's good. I managed to control my expression and tried to persuade Victor to try the remaining half of the ichigo. Would you like to try it too? Uh-oh. But I want to try you. That's what I want. I scooped the ichigo and turned around. At this time, Victor also turned his head.
Today, you...
Oh. Today, you. The heart of his breath fell on my face, and I blinked out of reflex, forgetting to talk. For a moment, we both didn't speak. It seemed that time stopped. Only the music echoing in my ears, and each moment becoming long. Victor, you...
Can't you understand what my heart is trying to say?
The text didn't match what he just said. Okay. That's the first time I've seen that. Can't you understand that I want you? Victor moved a little closer, almost touching the tip of my nose. I stared at him, forgetting to return to my own safety zone, and then fell onto his arms.
Answer me.
Answer me. I do know. You, My breath was distorted, and my brain went blank, but I didn't move my eyes.
What are you looking at?
I'm looking at you. I found that you don't ever have dark... Oh, my Lord. I'm going to capture her in the window, bro. Victor ignored my stupid answer. He didn't seem to have the patience to wait any longer, and a kiss fell on the tip of my nose. Our breath mingled with the smell of ice and snow, just like a gentle stroke.
There was a little bit of cream there.
I like how he said there was a little bit of cream there. His throat moved a little, and his voice was hoarse and low. It took several seconds for my brain to work out the meaning of his words. Thank you. Of course not. I didn't dare to speak or breathe loudly for fear that I would disturb something and make this moment more out of control. The sound of the heartbeat was beating on the eardrum faster and faster, in a way, irregular, messy, uncontrollable way, just like my thoughts at the moment. Bang! The dessert spoon dropped from my weak fingers and made a clear sound, but no one cared about it. I mean, did you finally figure it out? My hand was wrapped by Victor, and I was trapped in his arms and couldn't escape.
This is the best Christmas gift.
You're his Christmas gift, sweetie. Before midnight, there is still plenty of time till this Christmas ends. Oh, come on. I hate how that ended like that. The sudden business trip before Christmas fouled on my plan to spend Christmas with Victor. I liked festivals, but I was looking forward to celebrating Christmas with him more. I couldn't wait to see Victor, but I couldn't find him in LFG or Souvenir. When I was about to spend this Christmas alone frustration, I saw him. I never thought I would walk on the street with Victor in the snow, but it turned out to be especially interesting. The street seemed to twinkle with my heart, and my heart was filled with warmth. I went back to Souvenir and decorated it with colored lights. I imitated the movie scenes and told Victor how important he was to me. I wish we could spend every holiday together. That was too cute. Too cute. So let's actually claim the rewards. Aw, that was awesome. I really enjoyed that date, but Lucian still holds up, bro. It's honestly my favorite date in the game, to be honest with myself. I'm not shocked at all. So yes, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna read one more story for you, which is Victor's birthday, his first one. So I will see you then.